Good morning, friends. Today we'll discuss about calcium, only calcium. See, what is calcium? Calcium is an important mineral of the body. There are a few funny things which people think about calcium. Point number one, children used to take mud and cement and other things, which is called pica, eating nonsense items, licking the boots, licking the sandals, scratching the wall and eating paint. It is not due to calcium deficiency. White patches over the face, it is not calcium deficiency. White patches on the nail, it is not calcium deficiency. These things are ideas created by dadimas or grandmothers and other nonsense people. These things has nothing to do with calcium deficiency. Now, what are the important points you need to remember? The common myth that milk is the best source of calcium. It is wrong. Milk is not the best source of calcium. And in addition to that, milk doesn't increase the strength of the bone. You need to remember this thing. Milk doesn't increase the strength of the bone. Milk is a food item in which the strength of the bones are not maintained. Why it is happening? Because milk contains 120 milligram of calcium per ml and 90 milligram of phosphorus average. 1/3 of the calcium is absorbed, that is approximately 40 milligram, and all of the phosphorus is absorbed. When phosphorus highly absorbed into the body, it, in order to balance the level of calcium in the blood, it will remove the calcium from the bone and weaken the bone. So there have been study done on 3 lakh people, 5 lakh people, and they have found that those who take milk and milk product have weaker bone. Now, how to strengthen the bone? I have put already a video up. I'll just summarize it. Exercise, sunlight, and normal plant-based diet. A bit of dairy products will do. Plants contains very less of phosphorus and high amount of calcium. You combine plant diet with a bit of dairy product, then it is okay. But dairy products are highly allergic. If the children are having low immunity or if adults are having low immunity, then they can cause serious diseases. So you need to ensure the immunity of yourself and the purity of the milk and milk product. Now, the most common things we find in our OPD practice: 800 ml of milk, 4 glasses of milk, 1 liter of milk, half a liter of milk. What does WHO tells? World Health Organization says not more than 200 ml at any cost per day. That is a very important thing. In addition to, what are the problems caused by milk source of calcium? Decreasing the bone strength, allergy, and in addition to that, it can cause extreme constipation. Now, what are the uses of calcium and phosphorus? In the skeletal system as well as for metabolic function, heart function, lung function, brain function, every function, neuromuscular transmission, everything require calcium. So, what will the body choose? Bone strengthening or muscular function? Metabolic function is always chosen over skeletal function. So if there is high amount of phosphorus or imbalance of calcium in the diet, definitely that day the bone building will not happen. In order to balance the blood level, they will not build the bone on that day. So you need a regular intake of calcium so that absorption occurs, and regular exercise so that it goes into the bone. That is very important. If it doesn't goes into the bone, it gets deposited in the other areas of the body. That is dangerous. Now, in addition to exercise and sunlight, what is the correct time of sunlight? Sunlight in the summer season, 10 o'clock to 10:20, 20 minutes. For children who are going to school, that is a very big problem. But these school people are idiots. Education system is idiot. We can't do anything about that. What you can do is Saturday and Sunday from around 9:30 to 10:30 for 1 hour you keep in sunlight. Face become tanned, so you, to preserve the beauty of the child, you expose the back area and hips. Nobody will look at the hips. Let it be black. So 1 hour, you, in order to make the baby lie down, you can tell some stories so that baby lies down, and use massage to entertain them and encourage them to lie down, and massage the baby in sunlight. Let them stay for a place. Going around and running around in sunlight may not give you much of vitamin D. Sun bathing is required. Proper lying down and getting exposed is extremely important. Without that, your calcium is not going into the body. Vitamin D may not be produced. You take calcium, it may not be fully absorbed. Now, what you need to remember: preterm babies need extra calcium. Breast milk has enough calcium for first 6 months. In addition to that, I will tell you today, there are a few important food items which can produce which can give you extremely good amount of calcium, which is almost 60% or more absorbed. Ragi is a millet. It has 300 or 350 360 amount milligram of calcium in just 100 gram of ragi. Highest source, very vegetarian, highest source, compatible for children. Then there are other rajma dal, soy dal, chana dal, moong dal, cauliflower leaves, sag is mustard leaves, mustard green, turnip leaves, methi leaves. These are cabbage, kale, broccoli. These have high amount of calcium. Now, how to increase the absorption rate? Because these plant products contain a bit of phytate also. You can sprout it. Second, you can ferment it. In South India, how do we use to ferment? We take these things, leftovers, and we add a bit of curd. It contains lactobacillus and something. A bit of we get original things there, and you add it and mix it and keep it overnight. It get fermented by morning. It's very extremely, we call it padanganyi. It's a fermented food. In earthen pot, people used to keep it. A very healthy diet. Now, milk is overhyped. I repeat, I have been telling you, it is not the only source of calcium, and it is absolutely not a perfect diet. After 6 months, you will have to get extra diet. We have put up 2 videos, one in English and another in the local language Hindi. Just have a look at the weaning food, what to give. And vegetarians have stronger bonds. Suppose people avoid milk also. Vegans, if you take enough of ragi, cauliflower leaves, fermented foods, rajma and chana and soy, you can really have healthy bonds. So milk, by even absolutely avoiding milk, you can easily get enough of calcium. Now, what are the other sources? Suppose you take 1 cup of chana, it will give you 220 milligram of calcium. Now, 1 cup of you take broccoli, it can easily give you 250 milligram of calcium. And 1 cup of orange, 5 oranges, 1 cup orange juice or 5 oranges, 300 milligram of calcium or more. Soy milk and oats, 230 milligram of calcium. Now 1 cup you take animal milk, you will get 120 milligram of calcium. Now what is the point in taking animal milk? It is not useful. WHO clearly tells, please I'll repeat, not more than 200 milligram of 200 ml of milk in 24 hours. You need to be really sure. Now, calcium which people take at supplements, it is okay, you can take it, to maintain the daily requirement, but in order to get it this deposited inside your bones, please exercise. And children who exercise have the strongest bone and lesser chance of fracture if when they become 60 to 70 years old. If you become old also, you need to continue exercise. For children it is extremely important because they fall down, there are a lot of fractures happening. To prevent that, you can just take a daily 1 hour a stroll in the park and allow the child to roam around and they'll exercise. Now I'll summarize everything I have told you. The milk is overhyped, it is dangerous, it contains not that much of calcium. It is only 30% absorbed, and you need to give natural calcium sources, that is millets, rajma, soy, chana, moong dal, cauliflowers and its leaves, and mustard greens जो साग होता है, and other things. And vegetarians also have extremely strong bones. Vegans also have healthy bones. Don't worry about calcium from milk. And there are certain diseases which people attribute to calcium. It is not due to calcium. The white patches not calcium, white nails not calcium. These are all wrong information people have been given. uh, Spread this information, give true knowledge to people. Take care. Have a good